It's the last one.
Yes.
Mario and Luigi developer files for bankruptcy. Pause. Mario and Luigi, the RPG developer.
Correct. Correct.
Files for bankruptcy.
Mario Luigi RP Studio enters bankruptcy.
All right, you read this. I need to charge my laptop.
Alpha Dream, the 28-year-old Japanese studio best known for developing Mario and Luigi RPG series, is seeking bankruptcy protection. The company filed bankruptcy papers in Japan on Tuesday. A translated Yahoo News story from Japan said the studio was crippled by high development costs and sluggish sales performance for the works Alpha Dream had completed. The story said that the studio listed debt of 465 million yen, which is roughly $4.3 million as of March 2018. Alpha Dreams worked on the Mario Luigi RPG series, beginning with Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga for the Game Boy Advance in 2003. The studio went on to make 4 more RPGs, the latest being Mario & Luigi Paper Jam for the Nintendo 3DS in 2016. It delivered 2 3DS remakes of older RPG titles since then, Bowser's Inside Story and Superstar Saga. Alpha Dream was also behind 2 adaptations of the Hamtaro anime, 2004's Hamtaro Ham Ham Games and 2008's Hi Hamtaro Ham Ham Challenge.
Oh, you remember those?
Yes. No. So this is surprising. 2 reasons. One, you don't normally hear about Japanese companies going out of business.
No, they usually last forever.
Yeah, and they're like, if they're having problems, they find ways to like restructure and like make it work so that they can continue on. You know, something American companies don't know how to do.
Yeah, the CEOs will just live on the streets for a year.
Yeah, exactly. Also, I'm surprised that Mario & Luigi was not made by a Nintendo-owned company.
Yeah.
Like, that was done by basically a third party.
I think that might have been part of the problem.
Really?
Mario and Luigi, those games, everybody loved those games. Everybody played them, loved those games. But so many people want Paper Mario back.
Yeah.
And so many people want Mario RPG back. Mm-hmm. Well, we got Paper Mario fairly recently. But Mario and Luigi games are just like Paper Mario and Mario RPG.
Yeah.
So I feel like there was like a marketing issue there.
Yeah.
You know, they could have marketed it like Paper Mario or Super Mario RPG.
Well, at the same token, like Mario and Luigi was unique enough that it had its own dedicated following, like separate from Paper Mario and Mario RPG. So, like, I don't necessarily think that was all the issue.
Well, it had a cult following. I'm saying it could have been a lot bigger if they said this is an RPG, and if you like these other games, you'll like this game.
Well, I think people knew, like, once they like played it or they found out about it.
I think gamers knew. I think like we knew, and people who were into Nintendo knew. But I don't think people who were into those games, like people who are outside, like people more mainstream.
Well, how many people who are in the mainstream, like, are into Mario RPG or Paper Mario?
I think a lot. I think there's a lot that don't know that that's like those games.
I think maybe because they were handheld games specifically, because handheld games are typically considered like the lesser of the game of like the games as opposed to like the console version.
I think you're right, and I think that they enforced that mentality by making it its own thing instead of just like making it more like Paper Mario or like Mario RPG or integrating it in some way or making it so that they could be like, hey, if you like these games, you'll like this game.
Yeah.
So I think there's a bit of a marketing thing, and I mean I've never played those games because why would I?
Yeah.
But having an outside developer develop it, I think is like Nintendo being like, we don't care about this that much.
I don't know. Well, because they have Grezzo do the Zelda games,
right? Well, the portable ones and Link's Awakening.
Link's Awakening, yeah.
And that's why the frame rate's dropped.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I don't know. It's just weird that they wouldn't. I'm just surprised that Alpha Dream was not already a Nintendo-owned company.
But this also means that Nintendo was like, nah, you can die.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm sure once this company's dying, they're like, Nintendo, help.
Yeah.
And Nintendo's like, we don't need you. You're not that important to us.
Unless they do wind up like buying Alpha Dream. I mean, they'll certainly like buy the rights to whatever rights they need to for Mario and Luigi. But I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they could like pick up the corpse.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, something's up there. Like they didn't care enough to keep this going or revive it. And I wonder how the sales were. I wonder if sales were good enough.
I mean, I don't think, I'm sure these games sold well. I guess maybe not. I guess the remakes didn't sell that well,
They just remade it.
Bowser's Inside Story and Superstar Saga,
for the 3DS, right?
Yeah.
I
mean, it always sucks when a game developer goes out of business, and unfortunately, like that happens a lot in this country. It's just surprising it's happening on the other side of the world.
Yeah,
especially for a company that was associated with Nintendo making like one of their, marquee series.
Yeah, you're right. It was, they saw enough success to remake one of the games. Maybe that was like a last-ditch effort. Maybe they're like, we'll remake this and see how it sells. And it must not have sold well. But then the 3DS is dying too. So that could also be it.
Yeah.
Maybe this is their way to like distance themselves from the 3DS.
Maybe.